This is the Steve Gruber Show.
Well, it sure is. I'm glad to see you here with me this morning. Glad to have you on board as we get on down the road today. So much to talk about as we continue on, right? All right, so here are three big things you know this hour. Number one, we learned that ADP payroll cratered by 32,000 last month. 32,000 less people getting paychecks according to ADP. They're the payroll, company. So that's not a good sign. Number two, Garland Gilchrist, running for governor in Michigan as a Democrat, says that Israel's committing genocide against Palestinians. Gee, I wonder whose vote he's pandering for. And number three, this government shutdown. Democrats are already, how do I put this? I think the official technical term is screwed. I do. I think that they are completely screwed, are the Dems, because they already lost 3 votes to begin with, right? Nevada, Pennsylvania, which is Fetterman, of course, and Maine, Angus King, who calls himself an independent, but really he's a Democrat. But the headlines that the few thousand people who run Watch and Read in the morning check the 3 big platforms that used to be big newspapers, New York Times, Wall Street Journal, and Washington Post. The networks that dominate online traffic, Fox News and CNN, and the 4 newsletters that are vividly read within the Beltway, even though they barely make a ripple outside the Beltway, Axios, Semaphore, Politico, Punchbowl News. 9 total landing pages. Every single one of them calls it the Schumer shutdown. Every single one. Chuck Schumer is in trouble here. Because all 9 of those pages are going to chart the rising cost to Democrats of the shuttering of the government. Schumer lost 3 votes of the caucus to begin with, and that's going to grow with every passing day, including today. I told you from the beginning that there was cracks in the armor, that this was not going to last, that they were in real trouble, the Democrats, by trying to pull this stunt, and a stunt that it is, because all it is, all it is Chuck Schumer trying to protect his Senate seat. He doesn't give a damn about the American people. He doesn't want to be humiliated by AOC in a primary, but that's where this is headed. AOC is going to primary Chuck Schumer, and if she does, she is going to win. So let me just make this clear. AOC is going to primary Chuck Schumer, and she will win. Chuck Schumer cannot control the radical fringe of his party. That's where we find ourselves on this Thursday. Chuck Schumer has lost control of his Democrat Party on the fringe. The radicals have taken control. He is a puppet dancing on the strings for people like AOC. That's where we are with this. Again, federal government shuts down, 9 pages. Both sides are responsible, said the liberal outlets, but the Schumer shutdown. They know Schumer is afraid of AOC. They know the hard left is running this thing. Its unofficial leadership comes from the squad. They've hijacked the party. They've turned it into a bunch of socialists and, frankly, communists. Bernie Sanders is a kook. Bernie Sanders has always been a kook. A kook that, firmly believes in communism and socialism, even though he himself was kicked out of the commune for being what? Lazy. Go figure. He's too lazy to be in a commune, but he's perfect to be a senator from Vermont. In the spring, Schumer got the continuing resolution through. This time he did not. He's going to have to find 5 senators because it was 55-45. He's got to find 5 Democrats. They're going to vote for a clean resolution to put the government back to work, and it cannot include him. You see, if he votes for it, then AOC's got him by the short hairs. She's got him. He knows it. Everybody knows it. This is not about what's right for the American people. This is not about what's right for you. It's about Chuck Schumer desperately clinging to that seat in New York that he's held for, 3 terms? Whatever it's been now. This is going to go on. This is going to go on until he gets assurances, and he's not going to get this. And if she does tell him she's not going to run against him, she's lying. This is going to go on until Chuck Schumer thinks that his seat is safe. It's not, Chuck. It's not. So here's how this is going to play out. It's going to play out until he thinks he has assurances that'll make his seat safe, which it's not. Or it gets to the point that it's so painful for other senators beyond Nevada, Pennsylvania, and Maine that they just say, look, we're done. We're done. Maybe that's a Democrat. I don't think it's going to be in Michigan. There's going to be an open seat in Michigan. But maybe it's going to be a seat in one of these contested areas like North Carolina or Michigan, wherever. The Democrats are going to fold. Democrats that are vulnerable are going to fold. How long is Ossoff going to hold out in Georgia, for example? There's a good example. How long is he going to hold out? Right? Got to ask yourself, how long is Ossoff? There's the first one. He'll be the next one to go. So here's what I think. I don't think it matters. I think AOC is going to primary Chuck Schumer. I think she's going to win, and I think AOC is going to be the next senator from the state of New York. How sad is that? What a state of affairs it is when AOC is your best option. If you're a Democrat, you're voting for AOC, boy, what a thin bench. American Muslim and Arab voters helped Donald Trump win the state of Michigan in 2024, as you know. Now, Michigan Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist, running for governor, is saying that Israel is committing genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. Of course, he's pandering for the same vote by saying that. He needs those voters out of Dearborn and Dearborn Heights and that part of the state of Michigan. He's got to have it. If he doesn't have it, he can't be governor. And he knows it. If he doesn't have it, he can't be governor, and he knows it. So that's pretty simple, isn't it? This part of the program brought to you by my friends at Well Connect. If you've got a water well, you already have half a geothermal system. Just add a Well Connect in as short as 8 hours. Start saving big. You'll cut your heating costs up to half, extend the life of your furnace, cool your home almost for free, and without major renovation. But here's the important, urgent message about this. The subsidies that are available from the federal government are running out at the end of the year. So if you want a Well Connect, now is the time. If you want to go into winter and cut your heating bills by as much as 90%, go to wellconnectgeo.com. wellconnectgeo.com. Find out more. You can see the graphics for those of you streaming anywhere in North America where you have a well in the yard and you're in one of the colder states, New York, Michigan, Montana, wherever. You can put it in yourself too, by the way. If you're one of those DIY people, you can do it. And they're also looking for dealers. Are you an HVAC person? They're looking for dealers. wellconnectgeo.com.